Hey, hey, hey. Just trying to get everything all set up here, guys. Do. What's going on? Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful Thursday. The morning wasn't so much of a procrastination. Um, it was rather a busy morning. So I think I've got everything together. Normally, I'm running a little bit late, especially on Thursdays, because, well, it's an hour earlier than normal. But I was out, got my daughter's car checked. It's all good to go. So, yeah. You'll hear my oven go off here very shortly, and I've got to go pull out a pie. My house smells like apple pie. It smells good. Considering it's so cold last night, we had such a heavy frost here. If there was anything alive in my garden, there is no longer. I bet you it was a good eighth of an inch thick this morning on the cars. So, well, since he's in the house, I'll start out with thanks, Joe. Garden State Gardener. Got my shirt. Fits great. Great quality shirt. I wouldn't expect any less from Joe and Joey, but appreciate the opportunity, Joe. You were correct. It's really nice and soft. And I just noticed how much you paid for shipping, and I will be sending you a little something in the mail. Well, via PayPal. I'm not going to expect anybody to do that. And honestly, you're just too kind of a man. Because this actually cost you money to send me a shirt. So I will rectify that and send you a little PayPal there on for Thursday. Probably be sometime over the weekend. I appreciate everything you do for us, and sorry, I just read something in the chat. Yes, so I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you do for the community, Joe. And along with, I can't forget not really. I can't say the most important thing, right? I'm wearing the most important thing. But Joe also sent me, I was a double winner 2 weeks ago. So I just told him to send everything at once, but I got some Jamaica hot peppers, man. Ho, ho, ho. And what else have I got? I got Rocky Top lettuce and Castle Frank. I don't know what this is. It's seeds. Looks good. Looks like a cabbage. Joe, what the heck did you send me? Oh, it says on the back here. Hang on. A popular old Italian heirloom round head, cream colored, splashed with wine red, stunning in salads. So it almost looks like a lettuce / cabbage. Am I right, Joe? Would it be like in the cabbage family, but I don't know. That's what it looks like anyways. Oops, wrong button. but I do appreciate you, sir. And those of you that aren't on Instagram, my stickers are in. Yay! So I will be getting those off to some people. And I will be doing a video. Like I said, those of you that know, I tried to get stickers done now. This is the third one. The first one, they never got back to me. Didn't take my money. They just, gone. And the second one, well, I'm still waiting for the stickers. Although they want me to rip them up and throw them in the garbage. I need stickers to rip them up and throw them in the garbage. They were actually quite rude about it. And I will be doing a video. And I will be calling them out. Because it's good folks like this guy that I've been dealing with who cleans up after a lot of people's messes. Apparently there's a lot of scamming, let's say, on the internet. Folks are calling themselves a printing shop, and it's just a house with an inkjet printer that they're doing stickers. These here are vinyl. There's only, and I'm going to do a review on them, but, you 13 people will have the first go. And no, I didn't forget about the chat. I'll say hello to everybody in a minute. I just got on a little bit of a rant. But these are actually vinyl. The only bad thing is it takes a second to get the back off. Some of them, you just kind of go like that. It's easy to rip off. This here takes you a couple seconds. So, really good quality, takes you a couple seconds to get the backing off. I can live with that. And so I got back to him last night and I said, I want to do a video about how kind you've been. And he was like, okay, I've never had this request. And I'm like, but I want to one-up it. I said, I want you to give me a discount code for my friends. And I said, I'm not out. I don't want anything else from you, but I want a discount code. And I said, a lot of my friends are in the US. What are you going to do? Because this gentleman is in Canada. And he said, well, I ship to the US and Canada free of charge. I'm like, well, that's great. So I'd have to go back in my email, but I think he gave me a 25% off. And he doesn't do magnets, but he's ordered the machine. And he said, I was just talking to him this morning, he will be doing magnets starting February 1st, 2022. So in February, he will be doing magnets. Right now, he's doing every type of sticker that you can imagine. And so I ordered it late Thursday after somebody's live. And Friday morning, he got back to me probably about 8 o'clock. And he did the proof. I looked at it. I did one change. It was all my fault, not his. It's something I know what it was. It was square with rounded edges. I said I wanted a rounded one, but I said I couldn't find it on the list that you had. He's like, oh, no issue. So he did it all back up, and about 15 minutes later, he sent this back as a proof. And I had them at my front door on Monday morning or Monday afternoon via FedEx. You can't get any better than that. But anyways, that's going to be for a video. Hopefully you still watch the video. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a sec. Guys, if smell-o-vision was a thing. Oh, wow. House smells very good. But, okay, let's go right back to the beginning and say hello. So we have JT from What Is She Up To Now? Hello, hello. Laura from Hedgehog's Homestead. Hello. Stephanie Perkins. Hello, Mrs. Perkins. Hope everything in Louisiana is a little warmer than what it is in Canada, but I think you guys are getting a cold snap down there too. So, and Heather Hopper, how are you, neighbor? Samantha, did I vote on Tuesday morning? No, we don't vote again till June. I'm in Canada. Next year we vote twice. We vote provincially in June, and we vote municipally in October. And myself running again, I'm going to run for my third term on our council. I will be running one more time. I still have a couple more things that I want to have done. And yeah, I think I can still, my health will hold out another 4 years. Pray to God. And I think I'm ready to go. And then we have Lori at Health LT. Oh my goodness. Blah, blah, blah. LG Homestead. And Joe from Garden State Gardeners. Who, if you haven't ordered a shirt, guys, awesome. Good stenciling, well made, feels really good. It's a thicker, good quality. And the US is, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's $20 shipping included. And for Canada is $27 shipping included, which is a way too low. Because I'll be quite honest, the package is still at the front door. But it cost Joe $21. It costs him more to ship it from New Jersey to here than what it is coming out of Texas. I don't know how your mail system figures stuff out, because that's crazy. That he's literally, if there's not a hold up at the border, I could be sitting on Joe's front step in 7.5 hours. Probably even sooner if I cut cross country. That's running the interstates. I think it's highway robbery. But anyways, Joe, like I said, I will be sending you a little bit more money, because I don't want anything for free. You're doing this to better your channel and your family, and I don't believe you should be giving stuff away, but that's just me. You're just a very kind man. And with saying that, if somebody could put up Joe's link, and I don't know if somebody's been living under a rock and doesn't know Joe, Sunday nights is Sunday Fun Day. make sure you sign up. And because if you don't sign up, Reed gets a great big vein in the top of his head whenever he's got to add some names in on Sunday. So it's 2 hours of a lot of fun for us. And you can throw Joe a little super chat. And Joey comes down, his amazing young son, who's got a lot of battles ahead of him, but, you know, he's always in my prayers. And he stuffs garbage jelly beans into Joe. It's quite funny. And who else? Idaho Garden Girl. Hello. Oh, just listening. Simmering tomatoes and sauce. So, my house smells like apple pie. Yours is going to smell like a smell of Italia. Joe, Lori, Backlash Fisherman. G'day, buddy. How are you? I saw you went live last night, but I was trying to bounce from live to live, and I stopped in quick and lurked for a while. So I gave you your thumbs up in at least 5 minutes so that you got credit for my time being there. And there's Raquel. How are you? And Michael from Vision Acres. Chris from E3. And yeah, you may see Nightbot do some silly stuff. I'm trying to program it to do like some fun stuff. I don't know why it got so sarcastic with Idaho Garden Girl last week. I didn't program that, so I don't know how it got sarcastic, but if he gets sarcastic today, maybe I'll pull his power cord, because I don't want anybody to feel not welcome here. And James Royston, howdy. Who else have we got here? Just going through the list. This is great. This is why I love this community. Everybody talks to everybody, and so that just goes on a salad. Well, we're gonna see how it goes, because I'm gonna try to use a lot more, not planters, but I'm gonna try to build a couple more raised beds. I have to fix one before the snow flies, or I'm gonna be in trouble. I started to get some sagging in it, so I guess I just didn't put enough supports in, so I'm going to put a couple 4x4s underneath there. That'll probably be tomorrow's job, because I don't even know if it's above freezing yet here. It was chilly this morning. Would have been a good morning out on the for the hunters. I'll put it that way. The deer would be moving with the big frost we had. Yeah. It's above zero. It's 39. Yeah. Ooh. I get a chill just thinking of it. And of course, the guys aren't coming to look at our furnace until 2 Fridays. So I just got to run it for a little bit, take the moisture out, and take the dampness out of the house, and then we got to shut it down, because I really don't want to have the house blow up, because I think I'm cold now. Be awful cold being homeless. Who else have we got here? Rebecca Davis. Just 1 second. What's that, huh? They probably put it in the mailbox. Yeah. The only package that came, hun, was that big one for Mom right there. Okay, yeah, then it's in the mailbox. Craig's Cabin. Hello, sir. How are you? Oh, Landon, from the mountains of the Tennessee. Old Connor's driving me through the woods. Oh, no. Oh, dear Lord. I'm praying for you, Landon. Hopefully you're still here. At least you got old Con. He'll look after you. Might bang off a few trees, but he's all right. He's a good kid. I got to say, your whole family's a good bunch of folks. And that's why I enjoy laughing and joking. And, oh my goodness, I'm really behind, guys. Whew. Yeah, we'll start dropping some links here shortly. And, oh yeah, Rebecca, you will really enjoy him. Go to his last video that he put out yesterday. It's called something sign up for Sunday Fun Day. He's wiped out his wheel, and if you don't sign up, you're not part of the giveaway on Sunday. And it's all free of charge, Rebecca. And you'll possibly win some seeds. He's got I don't know. He's got a whole bunch of other like crocheting stuff and the heck do you call that big bundle of yarn that you have, Joe? Cake or something? Anniversary cake? I don't know what it is. My goodness, you hit the mother load in the mailbox. Is there anything in there for Dad? No. Okay. Stinson's thing. My goodness, they were just here yesterday. They just put oil in yesterday, and I already got the bill today. Wow. All right then. Matt, Backlash Fisherman. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, Rebecca. You go on the wheel and there's a whole bunch of laughing and joking, and I really enjoy my Sunday nights with Joe. And Altruistic Farmstead, that would be my friends Jen and Wiley. Can't forget about, hopefully she's around, Little Lily Monster. And yeah, if you sign up, if you're new to sign up to Joe, then yeah, no, Idaho Garden Girl. I honestly don't know what the heck that was all about. That, I don't know. I don't think it was meant to be bad. I think it was trying to joke. Like, it wasn't really rude. It was just off the cuff, kind of make you go, hmm? But, all right, Mike. I think I saw Big Matt in here too. There he is. I just forgot to say it. Hello, Big Matt. And if Mama's there and Pop and Mama and the kids, hello to everybody. And oh yeah, see, squirrel. if you are new to Joe, please go sign up. Nothing seems to annoy. They're trying to get things rolling, and people come in, and it just kind of throws the whole atmosphere off, and then they have to go back and repeat. And anyways, it's just easier to sign up. And oops, what I was thinking, Joe, is what you should be saying this week is, if you don't watch and like that, you don't get in till next week, because they want to just show up on Friday or on Sunday and win stuff, but they're not watching your videos to help you out. That's the most important thing. That's how you're funding your Sunday fun days, through donations and super chats and watching. Now that you're monetized through commercials, and I just, the one lady that am I on the wheel, that I said last week, I'm sorry, but you should be watching all the stuff. That's how Joe pays for the seeds. Yeah, some people are very kind in donating, but I don't know. Something to think about. They're not going to support the channel, then they have to wait a week. It's not like you're back to the. My goodness, it was a good day if you had 30. I think whenever I first started. So you're well up over 100 now, which was awesome to see last Sunday. I'd say we averaged about 105 folks that whole 2 hours. So, congrats to you for what you've built so far. And Lori, it was super foggy there today. Yeah, it wasn't foggy here. It was just, there was a good 1/4 inch of frost here. So I've had some carrots in there, and I'm trying to let them grow as long as I can, but I think they got it hard last night. So unfortunately, they're gone now, I think. I'll go out and look at them there tonight, but even with I had a dome over them, but oh well. It is November in Canada, and I still have stuff growing. I've never heard of that. Normally we've got snow or a heavy frost long before now. Nana's Crazy Life. Hey, Donna. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate all the support and love. And it jumped on me again. I just don't want to miss anybody. That's all. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Now I'm back at it. Joe, Bountiful Harvest, Abby. There's another channel, guys. And if you guys want to throw these, especially Joe and Abby, and then we'll start doing everybody's link here shortly. But Abby is an amazing young lady who, has taken the bull by the horns, per se. She had hoped to get a little greenhouse going for next year, but she was able, I guess your brother helped you, I think, Abby. And she's got some plastic, and she's got a little, her little area now. She's created her own little greenhouse, and it's ones like that, Kyle, Abby, it's just nice to see the younger generation taking the initiative to build something, which is I'm a big proponent of, well, as 90% of you know, youth coaching for over 30 years. I tend to support children. The way I look at it is, if they're not happy, healthy, and feel loved, well, that's our future generation. They're the ones that are going to look after us in the old age home. So let's be nice to them. And being of an entrepreneurial mind myself, to see young people go the extra mile, really says a lot. And I'm proud of you, Abby, and I'm proud of Kyle as well. Now, Wade Family Farm. Hi, Courtney. Or shall I say, Poop Troop. Hope everything's well. And if you, there's another channel. If you want to just laugh your you-know-what off, Courtney's usually on later at night. Hence, Poop Troop. And I don't always say stuff, but there's many a nights I fall asleep to the shenanigans, and the laughing and joking from that channel. Courtney and her husband are great people. She does a lot as well, and it's just, you know what? You kind of forget about life's issues whenever you laugh. And that's what Courtney tries to bring to the community, is be silly, laugh, have some fun. Forget about your troubles for 5, 10, couple hours. And every walk of life, you've got Canada, you've got the US, you have Yosi over, I know this. Anyways, he's overseas. It'll come to me. But anyways, there's another great channel, guys. Well respected people. And oh yeah, JT. I've been looking. Apparently, there's supposed to be somebody around here that makes disgusting, like, pieces of candy, and I've been trying to find their name, and might have to send Joey a present. Because I think that'd be funny. Instead of just a little jelly bean, he'll have a habanero candy, or peanut brittle. May have peanut brittle, I don't know, disgusting tastes. I think it'd just be hilarious for us. Joe, I'm sorry, but I do think Joey'd like it. And that's really all that matters. Lyle Newton, hello. My friend from just across the pond. Or shall we say the little river. And who gets more hours from the lives? I missed something here. And yes, I do like doing my lives. I think it's a little more personal than videos. But again, that's just me. Oh. It's really helped my watch hours. I'm building pretty much on a platform of, actually my watch hours are up a little bit from my subs. My subscribers are three. I'm anywhere from 340 to 330. I get a few, they take a bunch. I get a few more, they take even more. But anyways, it's their playground, so I guess I gotta keep doing what they do. Snowing. It's snowing there a lot. Whoa, you keep it down south. It. Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you. My phone just told me Yoshi's from Israel. Yes. Thank you, my phone friend. I knew that. I just couldn't get it out. I guess my mind was procrastinating. But Lila, let's be fair. You're in that snow belt that comes right off the lake, right? So that's great. You keep it there. Take pictures. Send us pictures. I have a feeling we're maybe in for a green Christmas because our long range forecast, they were calling for snow this weekend, but it's going up and the temperature's going up. So I don't think we're going to see any snow. And I just checked the long range forecast and I don't see any snow in our future, which is also amazing. Yeah, there's no snow in the next 14 days, which I'm okay with. I don't mind. It can snow all at once, December 24th, but it has to melt by the 27th. Some year that'll happen. It always melts by the 27th of March. Let's try to get caught up here. Oh. My son just sent me a message. Do you need a haircut? No, I think I'm good. Bum, 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 bum. I just got to answer him. He's just on his way home before he goes to practice tonight. And the funny thing is we're Snapchatting the last couple days. Goes to show how much sank in. Yeah, I think so, Heather. I think we're going to end up with more ice this year than what we are snow. I have that feeling as well. And so there's a little snippet of Joe's son that you see in the background. You know, it's just not fair and it's not right that kids should, have to battle that. And he, I don't know him very close, but he seems like a fighter to me. And not that Joe wouldn't let him not be a fighter. And but anyways, great family. And if you're not subscribed to them, please do. And Jesus loving homesteader, how are you? Glad you guys are here. Hope everything's good. Shelly, hello. Tinkerbell, howdy, howdy. My goodness, my phone hasn't went off all day and it hasn't stopped since I went live. So our government, like most of the ones in the US, have laid down a mandate if you don't have, or maybe not all the states, but some of the states, if you don't have the pokey pokey, you can't work in healthcare. Kind of goes one together, right? Your potential is much higher to get patients infected. You're working with elders. So our premier decided to backpedal on his firm mandate of if you don't have a pokey pokey, I believe in a week you're done. You can't work in healthcare. And he came out yesterday and started to backpedal. My wife just texted me, and apparently their hospital is staying that mandate. You must be. Wow. So I'm sure there'll be some poo flying around. I thought you had 1,000 subs to go live. No. You need 1,000 subs to go live on your phone via YouTube. I use StreamYard. I can go on my phone. I can do anything, anywhere. All that you need is a subscriber. Actually, I don't even know if you need a subscriber to go live. Yeah, but yeah, no, as long as you can go live via YouTube. Help me out here, guys. I think it's after 100. Yeah, I think it's after 100. You can go live on a stationary device like a laptop, iPad, that kind of thing, just not a roaming phone. But as per se, yeah, no, StreamYard, there's no requirements. So, and I tend to like StreamYard a lot more. It's just because those of you that are new, I do a lot of, there will be people up here shortly. I tend to ramble for the first little bit, and then I have my brothers in mystery that come up. And, and anybody's welcome. If you're new and you want to talk about your channel, get your channel known, we're good for that too. But no, this is a family channel. Nobody's discriminated against. You want to talk about the Lord, you can talk about the Lord. If you want to talk about ice fishing, we can talk about ice fishing. I don't care what we talk about, as long as it's clean, it's fun, and it doesn't put anybody out. I've had to interject a couple times, but for the most part, everybody's been an amazing group. Did I miss Yossi coming in? I was talking about him. Well, he's not showing up on mine, but I see somebody saying hello to him. I don't know. And Vicky Wells, hello. Bake a leg and let's dig at Homestead. Hey, Melody. Hopefully everything's going well. What a haul you made at the dollar store. That's awesome. That stuff, what you got, if you were to go to our dollar store, they don't have anything for $1. Um, our one is funny. They call it the Super Lucky Dollar Store. It's an independent dollar store here, and everything starts out at about $4. I said to the owner one day, I'm like, well, why do you call it a dollar store instead of a $4 store? Because he said it's kind of false advertising whenever you don't have anything for $1. Anyways, he thought that was quite amusing, but and our other dollar store, everything's like, I think the cheapest you can get there is $1.50 for like something that probably fall apart by the time you take it out the door. And like I was saying to a few people I was talking to on the chat, or like a chat last night, we're not seeing the shortages here that you guys are seeing down there. Our Walmarts are still getting every one of their shipments. I don't know if it's because there's not much of a backlog for ships here in Canada. Like they were saying, just waiting to get into the California one, there's 250 between tankers and the other ships that haul are container ships and tankers and everything else. Whew. That's a lot. And that's only on the western side. How much is sitting on the eastern side? But to my knowledge, St. Lawrence River is now, it might change once the St. Lawrence River stops. They can't get stuff in through to Toronto. They may end up trucking a lot more of it. But and there's hey Margie, and I think Lynette, hello, Coffee Angel Crafts, go live with the phone, the webcam, you can go live. Yeah, with Facebook. Boo. With YouTube, you need 100 people to go live on a computer. You need 1,000 to go live on a phone. Streamlab or StreamYard and Streamlab, to my knowledge, you need one. As long as you have a channel, you can go live. Now, because I go live so much, I've had to purchase, but I've only purchased the first one that gives me unlimited. Simply for I don't need any of the other features. And, I've got the scroller, I've got, unlimited. And as normal, today I am also streaming on Twitch and Twitter. Seems to have, I have more folks watching on Twitter. So Twitch, I may stop that as of tomorrow, but I'm already doing it today. And there's actually a couple people that have come over, from Twitter and joined my family here on YouTube. So I call it a win. Homestead Family Reclaimed. Hello, Mike. Just like everything else, if you're not a matter of Mike, I'm starting to get a complex that, there's not a whole lot of Scots on here. Margie, Tinkerbell, coffee, Matt. Ooh, look at me go now. No, you're not going to send it up here, Lila. No, ma'am. We're not going to accept it. I know it hasn't had its vaccination. It's not allowed across the border. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Darren, Thorhaven Farms, another great channel. And he's a Highland brother. He's got the little babies, and the thumbnail for today is the last baby to be born at the farm where I'm not allowed to call mine pot roast anymore. She is now known as Penelope. And I told Debbie, that's fine, so long as you know Penelope will be going to freezer camp next December. You're not going to bring Penelope, and she's not going to be a cow that's going to stay at home. No. She is for one thing and one thing only. So she says, okay. I don't know if I'm going to end up with a cow in my backyard. At least I won't have to cut the grass anymore. Oh no. What did Nightbot do now? Whoops. I can't see. What did Nightbot do to Tinkerbell? I can't see it. Why can I not see it? I should be able to see everything Nightbot does. Wow. Thank goodness you guys can't see some of the Twitch comments coming through. It's kind of a little different. And that's why I just sent it to you, Mike. Just delete it after you read it. Actually, I do believe I'm at... Oh, I missed. Hey, Billy. How are you? Hopefully you're having a good procrastination Thursday afternoon. Always got to ease our way into Friday. There's no need to be getting all stressed out. And mods, if you want to go ahead and share everybody's channel. What did you do? My God. Anybody want a 20, soon to be 22-year-old? Free of charge. Doesn't cook, doesn't clean. Yeah, so Thorhaven's an amazing channel as well. And they're just about, if I can get a few mods to put their link, they're really close, guys, to getting monetized. So if you're not subscribed to Thorhaven, please go have a look. Watch a couple of their videos. I know if you watch a couple, you're going to be subscribed and you're going to be addicted to the lifestyle they have been trying to build for themselves and the boys. And Darren smokes all his own meat, and they've got a great homestead. They're raising Highland cattle, and but please go over, give them a chance. He is a Canadian neighbor. He's a province over. We won't hold it against him. But they're great people, and please, let's get them over that 1,000 subscribers. They've worked hard to get there, and it would be really nice to see them jump over that end. And if he did make 1,000 last night, this will just cushion. I think I've said hello to everybody. No, I've talked about everybody, but hey, Kyle, what's going on, young man? Couple more great videos I was watching there actually this morning. And Kyle is a younger gentleman, and he does a lot of scenery with music. And he's got himself a really good channel, and he's got the subscribers to be monetized, but he needs help with his watch hours. So if you have an extra device that you could put onto his videos, I believe they're all in one playlist, so you'll just have to press play once, and they will just play away. And they're great music. So if you're cleaning the house or cooking or whatever, just leave it run and look over at the scenery and listen to the nice music. Great channel. And yay! I made it to the bottom. Well, look at me go. And it only took me an hour today. Last week it was an hour and a half. So, what else have I got? I showed the stuff from Joe. Joe shared. Showed my stickers. And like I say, I'm going to do I have to get that video out. I might even put it out yet tonight. I normally don't like to put a video out the same day that I go live, because some people tend to, oh, Margie, I appreciate that. Sometimes it hurts your channel. I may wait and put it out on Saturday, but Saturday at the latest. If you're wanting stickers, it's worth to have a look. And like I said, he's got a sale right now that he told me that I could let all my friends and subscribers know. And he ships free, both Canada and the US. So, and I'm more than happy. And the way I test it to see if they're any good, my phone goes with me. It's at my side 24/7. And I put one on the back to see, because I pick at stuff and it's not moved. I put it on there Monday afternoon, and nowhere is that starting to let go at all. So it's got good glue. All the edges are nice. It's a clean edge. I've seen some that are kind of like cut not wrong, but cut unevenly. And so that's why I went with this gentleman, and he's in Toronto, and his prices are awesome. Plus, like I said, he's offering a 25% discount. So, and I think he said that's good for a couple weeks. And open, honest, I make nothing. I paid full price for the stickers. I'm just doing it as I'm just doing it as a how do I say, I'm doing it for friends that I know want stickers. I'm getting nothing out of it. It's just a good service, and that's hard to find. Like I said, it took me 3 cracks to find somebody that was good. And price-wise, I don't know if I really even had a discount code. I'm not sure, but I got 150 stickers. They say free shipping, but that's always built into your price. Delivered to the door for $79.13, and that was including tax. That was everything for 150 stickers, vinyl stickers. And you can either get the matte finish or the glossy. I got the glossy. And yeah, I don't know. Something new, something different. And let's see what we got here. We'll open it up, see if anybody wants to come and see what's going on. Just post who's in the live, please. Yeah, that's great, Lori. The way I look at it, if they're here supporting me, absolutely. Put them, advertise everybody. That's my outlook, anyways. There's my brother from a different mother.
That's right.
What's going on?
Procrastinating since I had to work all weekend on the farm.
Oh, on the farm. I thought you were talking that you'd have to go in. I'm like, huh?
No.
All right. Oh, and
And of course, we didn't get it all done.
One thing that I want to say halfway, like, hit the thumbs up, even if you're watching us on replay. It still helps. I'm having 150 to 200 people watch, and I'm only getting 30 to 40 likes. There's a lot of people watching it in the rerun. It helps me out. Leave a comment. These folks that are chatting now in the chat is showing interaction. So if I can even get some more interaction through comments that you might, if we've said something or I've said something, comment and throw me a thumbs up. It just really helps the channel. I'm getting a lot of watch hours out of it, but I'd really, really like, all right, I have to do it. 3 Musketeers. Here we go.
You don't have to do it.
I got to do it, buddy. What's going on?
What's going on?
Not much. So yeah, if you can, just thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm not picky. I'll take a thumbs down.
Still interaction.
Well, that's it. It still shows that you were watching me. So, these folks that come by, and actually I have But I know two of the dislikes are friends. They know that it doesn't matter, and they try to get my goat. But I think it's funny. You're not bugging me. Oh,
So it seemed like
that's the shirt I want right there.
every YouTube video that I watched this morning that popped up for me to watch were all food videos.
I know. And that's why I went into the freezer and got the apple pie.
I was like, really? Mike and Chelsea, you're going to do chicken and dumplings
Well, that's because
for
chicken
your
and dumplings is amazing.
for your $10 challenge? I'm like, no, I want chicken and dumplings. And all I have for lunch is corn dogs. Really?
Just a couple other people came in. Me and you, Acres. Hello, long lost friends. They're from a small community away, about an hour from me. But you could easily say they live back in the bush. They've got to come out to see bears. No, it's not that bad. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. Now, 2 weeks ago, it was even more beautiful than what it is now. Now it just looks kind of bland. And I did see somebody else. Brutal Bob. Hey, Bob.
No.
Hey,
I can't figure out how to put my camera up. There we go.
There's trouble.
Hey, Happy.
How are you, sir?
We got a delayed echo in there somewhere.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, it sounded muffled.
Yeah. If Matt's over at your place, get him to fix your volume because we can't hear you at all.
You can't hear me?
No.
Let
You
me,
barely. It's almost like your head's in a fishbowl and you've got a blanket over your head. Yeah, you're really, really, really muffled. So I don't know. Now I know where your daughter gets your sense of humor. So those of you that don't know, this is Outdoors with Big Matt's father-in-law. He's the one that keeps Matt under control. Oh, Margie says there's an echo. Anybody else hearing an echo?
I don't have an echo.
No, I'm not hearing an echo here either. And Mike's muted, so it's definitely not him.
Way to go, Mike.
See what happens when I try to unmute myself?
All that you could have done is just give me the thumbs up and I can unmute you from my side.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is I'm sitting at my desk. I'm just going to have to turn my camera so I can figure this thing out. I'm sitting at my desk trying to do this, but I don't have anything fancy. And I tried to prop my stuff up, and that's not working.
I thought you were at home.
No, I'm sitting at my desk working on my computer.
Oh, so that was Chelsea then today. That wasn't you.
What?
That was cleaning the chicken poo.
1, 2, 3.
Who's cleaning chicken poop?
Somebody with Vision Acres account. So I'm gonna have to say it was your better half.
Yeah, she's definitely my better half.
But
Backflash and mic down.
Whenever
Yeah.
you got Matt or somebody, see if they can fix your volume and then come back up. We'll see you later. Yeah. Did you get any birds cleaned this week? Sorry, buddy, I had to.
We'll take that as a no.
It's Saturday's job. I'm sorry, but if you missed many more Saturdays, they're going to start taking over the farm. They're going to be the size of cows.
They're at that age now to where they're flying over the fence and doing whatever they want to do right now. And we're trying. I just got to take care of it.
Then you're probably pretty close to the size that we had. Like I said to Rob, I said ours were just a little bit too big. I was going to smoke one today, but I forgot to take it out. But I mean, like, these things are the size of small turkeys.
Yep.
So, yeah, it'd be great. I'm just worried about, is it going to be stringy? But, you know, again, yeah, we're having a good day today, Melody. There's a lot more people that are catching on to Procrastination Thursday.
I know the last birds we done, we waited too long for them.
Okay.
And the breasts were fine, but the thighs and legs were extremely tough.
They
were really tough.
So long as the breasts are good.
Yeah, but I figure if you rotisserie them, boil them down, or anything like that, they'd be fine.
Well, so I've got, I don't know, there's 2 or 3 downstairs. I'm thinking that I'm going to smoke one for probably about 8 hours. And then I think he's too big to put in the rotisserie, my barbecue. I think I may just put him on a slow heat in the oven and just baste him all the next day. So I'm not sure if Kyle's in the field this weekend or next weekend, but I'll start it. I'll smoke it Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then I'll pull it and put it in the oven and just slow roast it all day. I'll do it.
I think if we'd have done that, with our legs and thighs, it'd been better, but we fried them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They were super tough and chewy, and they were not edible.
Okay, Raquel, you have a good afternoon. We may see you whenever you get out of class. See you. But yeah, no, I think the trick is going to be. So Darren said our meat. Well, here I can just do this. Yeah, we did, Darren. We put them in the ice water for a good 48 hours. So should be okay. But yeah, like Rob, the gentleman that owns the farm where all my stuff is, he had never heard about leaving it in ice water. He literally put it in ice water, cool it down, finish plucking, pulling the rest of the pin feathers out, putting it in a bag, putting it in the freezer. I'm like, no. I'm like, let's try it this way. Cause what he would do is quarter it and slow roast it. So it was coming out half decent for him anyways.
Right.
But I'm like, let's try it this way. Cause I said, Absolutely. Everybody I watch down there is minimum 24 hours in ice water. And up to, I said, I've seen one guy do it for 36 hours. I said, to me, I think there'd be too much. It would almost start to waterlog after that long. So I'm like, let's try. So we were between 40, 48 hours. So we'll see. It's all about experimenting and sharing your findings, right? Because if
Yeah,
you can,
we didn't put ours in ice water and let them set either. They went straight to a freezer bag, straight to the freezer. So
okay, well, if you can
that
put
could
it
have been
in,
another part of the reason too. But we skin or we did ours. We just skin them. So we didn't pluck ours. We just skin them.
I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for crispy skin.
Which probably could have been part of the reason our legs and thighs didn't turn out that great because we didn't leave the skin on those either.
Mm.
And
So that
so
any of its natural juices, whenever you were cooking, wasn't being
didn't
held at the
did
meat. It was
right.
being
It
extracted
was
right
just
away.
being extracted right away, so it got really tough.
Yeah. Hey, Michael, Green Acres.
But I think if we had to put them on the grill and done that
Yeah.
and cooked them slower
Yeah.
instead of deep frying them, they'd have been just fine.
Yeah. So what we do is even my turkeys, I don't care. I'll go buy the cheapest turkey in the store. Um, we always used to get farm fresh, obviously. But the gentleman we used to get them from decided that he was maybe going to force feed. And I'm like, yeah, it's not what I want. I want it natural. That hence why I went and bought my own friggin' cow.
Right.
I want to know what she's eating. And it was amazing. I don't know if I've got it on video, but Penelope, my calf, I was hand feeding it pumpkin yesterday. So the pigs I definitely got. They ate. We gave the pigs 5 pumpkins. They ate 3, and they played soccer with 2 of them. Oh, they had a blast. And
Yeah, I need to try to hunt down some pumpkins to feed our animal.
well, you know what? I'm going to tell you, one of our big farms here that retail sells, they're amazing folks. They're here in the township, and I sent them a message yesterday morning, and because I guess my kids had 4 pumpkins that they had carved while they were having a gathering. It was rather unique. So there was 4 here, and then friends of ours called to see if I wanted a couple more. And then I called them, and I'm like, do you have any more pumpkins that are maybe just sitting out in the field that are going to rot that I could, throw you $20? And she's like, no, Scott, you do enough for our community. She said, I'm taking down my display at the store they have outside. She's like, come and get all the pumpkins. And I'm like, well, okay, how much do you want? She's like, are you hard of hearing? I'm like, what? She's like, I told you, you do enough for our community. I want you to come and take them. And I'm like, okay. She's like, now Ian might be throwing them in the back field. When can you be here? I said, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Well, I
Right.
got 3/4 of a truckload.
I'll be right back.
Yep. So,
Mother trucker.
trucker, where did you go? Well, it's a nice HP monitor.
Yeah. I'm sitting here typing up a bid, and then I kick a cord, and it just knocks everything off of my desk.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah,
But
no,
why not?
because whenever it actually looked like you typing. Usually I can tell between you and Chelsea typing.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't. Sometimes she's on her account.
Oh, wait, are you talking about where I made the comment earlier on that live of I can't sit on my rocker on my front porch without stepping in?
Yes.
That was me.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was, because I even commented you, and then yeah.
You told me to prepare for today.
Yes.
So here I am working on Procrastination Thursday.
Well, but you're not in the truck. You're not away from home. What did Bob say? Scott, the heck with raising a turkey. Go out in the woods and harvest one. Again, I have 46. Well, no, I lie. I think there's somebody that's harvesting some behind my house that they better hope that I don't catch them. Because I have a 12 gauge and I have a salt shell. Somebody might have a little bit of salt in their.
If we get a turkey this year, I think I want to do it on the smoker.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I've never had this. I just had a buddy that said that he wanted to try it. And they did get a turkey. So we saw one last night while we were out hunting. And obviously, I can't hunt anymore, but I was there taking video and more or less dogging. And if something popped out into the field, I was running it to where they were. And yeah, that's it, Michael. But what he wants to do is smoke it for a good period of time, and then he wants to fry it. And I'm like, I'm not sure if that would hinder, but I guess if you were to smoke it long enough, it would be into the meat, which would be the best of both worlds. I've just never, that really hadn't crossed my mind before.
You wouldn't want to fry it long, just long enough to really get a good crisp on the skin.
But what I'm talking about though is whenever I talk about frying or smoking, we cold smoke. We don't use any heat. So
yeah, but even if you cold smoke,
yeah.
So I can't answer my work phone.
Why?
Because apparently, when I knocked over this phone, I just knocked my work phone over behind this gigantic wooden desk, and I can't fit my arm behind this desk.
So you're going to turn around, and we're going to watch Mike try to climb underneath the desk. Oh,
yeah, it's behind this big old desk right here.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, you're not fitting your little arm back in there, pal. You might be able to grab the cord though.
I would if it was charging. It wasn't charging. It's
just... You have about the same luck as what I do. If we didn't have bad luck, we'd have no luck at all.
Yeah.
Oh, and you were supposed to have an update for us today.
On?
no.
The one in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, I was supposed to, but we've been trying to get everything prepped for this cold snap that's moving in, and I haven't had the time to get back to them yet.
I get it. I get it.
All right, if this whole desk falls on me, just call 911.
Okay, I will, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna call 911 from Oklahoma.
Oh, dude, I can't lift it. That's too heavy.
I see him moving.
Yeah, barely. Oh, this is
And for those of you that I know are new here today, hopefully you've already pressed the subscribe button and all that for me. But every channel that's in here is a great channel. And Mike and Sarah, the Green Acre, they're really good folks. And oh dear. Good idea if you can get it to the corner. And but anyway,
I'm glad this is brand new.
well, I was gonna say that's a poop cylinder, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a sludge judge or a poop judge.
Yeah. And yeah, so if you're not subscribed to the Green Acre, go over, give Michael and Chelsea a at least give them a good look. I know you'll subscribe. You know, couple young kids, they're amazing garden folks. He's now mass producing salsa in his spare time. And he did, I don't know if you're selling the honey that you sent Mike and Chelsea, but if you're selling let me know if you're selling the honey, because then I'll say something about it. But what I'll have to do is jump over to are you selling
I'm still trying to figure out how their bees ran away instead of flew away.
I know, eh?
They just packed their bags and walked away. They said, I've had enough of your stuff.
So have you looked at the trees close by?
Oh, there's a hive somewhere near because we still have a bunch of robbers coming around. So I'm just gonna have to follow them around and see if I can find them. Hopefully, catch a swarm next year.
Want to get rid of that, mods, please? Oh, never mind. It's on Twitter. You guys can't get it.
Yeah, they're on a whole nother level today.
Yeah, did you like that one?
That was ridiculous.
I'll send it to you after.
Oh,
So I just got this one from Nacho Martinol. Want to become famous? Buy your followers. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So if he starts, if Michael starts to sell his honey, I'm going to go over to Vision Acres here right now, and I'm going to link a video.
Well, I'm
And
not selling honey. Michael from the Green Acres selling honey, possibly.
no, that's who I'm talking to right now. He's in the chat. And
Yeah.
he said honey for sale possibly next year.
Yeah.
You're just special.
Yeah, I get honey from him. That was very nice of him.
I know you did. So I said, you're special.
Yeah.
They won't let me. I think honey is on one of the. I think honey might be on a list that can't come across the border.
Why would that? I wonder why that.
I'm not sure, because I can send maple syrup your side.
It's crazy the things that we can get from other countries, but we can't send to those countries.
If there's any restrictions, it'd be from your side.
I'm supposed to be doing something else, and I completely forgot what
I appreciate you, Brian Strong. And hey, you joined Twitter. Why don't you come over and join YouTube so you can comment with us? I've just got four followers off of Twitter or Twitter today. Well, why? I'm on Mike and Chelsea's page. Why won't it let me? There it is. Sticky chicken. Share. Copy. Look at me go.
Yeah.
You'd almost think I knew what I was doing.
So, since we were having such a hard time on Monday, I'll be right back.
Yeah, everybody.
Did you see what Lori said? She said she's got honey for sale.
Huh?
Yeah. Lori said, I got honey for sale, but it's going to cost a lot because she's got to buy it first and then mark it up for the profit.
Oh, I was going to say, not unless she found a hive that she hasn't told us about, but the
What else am I
Green
supposed
Acre. Whoops.
Okay, so since we had such a wonderful live on Monday,
So I just posted, it's kind of, you've got two channels involved. You have the Green Acre that sent Vision Acres some habanero,
Ghost pepper honey?
ghost pepper honey, and then
that sounds
Chelsea
good.
made it with chicken, and looks very good. Was it, Mike?
It was extremely tasty until I licked the spoon, not thinking about it, and then I burnt my tongue off.
You can answer your phone now. Okay, so sorry, I was being rude. Monday.
I was saying, since we had such a wonderful live on Monday, where I couldn't stay on StreamYard to save my life,
Mm.
the plan is to go live on Saturday at about 6:30, which is right before Vision Acres. So we're going to give that a whirl and see how it works out for us, and if it works out better for us to be during that time frame versus Monday night, then we're considering switching over
Take care, Michael. God bless, buddy.
to Saturday at about
Well,
6:30.
when did I go live on Saturday? This last Saturday, didn't I? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Around that same time frame.
Well, and that's what I was doing. I was trying to see what kind of, and correct me if I'm wrong, JT, but I think we were bouncing between 15 and 30 people. And then I'd say there was definitely. All right, Matt, you have a safe afternoon, sir. We'll talk to you probably either tonight on a live or tomorrow. I'll be back live tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern. Hey, Sherry. Soil sister, how you doing? Hope Savannah's treating you just wonderfully.
My wife is so jealous of them right now.
Savannah, I loved, and I didn't even get in. I was still like, I think the factory's about 10 miles outside of Savannah, but yeah, it's just
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm. We drove through Savannah because it was it had been 2003-ish. It was before one of my deployments.
Okay.
When my mom lived in Georgia, and we drove down to Georgia, and spent the weekend and stuff with them, and we drove through Savannah over to Turtle Island
Okay.
and went to the ocean and just hung out. And had a pretty good weekend there. And yeah, Savannah is just gorgeous. I couldn't live in Georgia, but I like to visit.
Oh, I must have read that wrong. Matt's not going anywhere. He must have been saying goodbye, and I thought that he was saying goodbye to us, but he was saying goodbye to somebody else. Oh, and Darren was heading back to work too.
But I know I talked to Big Mike from MT. I was in their life for a little bit last night.
Yeah, I was there the whole night.
I had been outside finishing up the pig pen, finishing up the goat stalls and stuff. So by the time we come in and got dinner and got a shower and everything, it was pushing 10 o'clock. So I went to lay down and popped in then. So I told them, I was like, hey, just a second.
Yep. I don't know. What a pair of co-hosts. You'd almost think they were working or something, trying to make a living. Crazy. Just crazy. Well, since they're gone, let's talk about another channel. New to the scene, but they're lighting it up. Black's Tropical Homestead. Honest to goodness, these two folks are amazing. Great folks. They can grow just about anything. And they have banana trees. They have so many other things. And very knowledgeable. And another channel that go have a look. Great folks.
You're going on an adventure with me.
Oh, cool. We going to a poop hole?
Well, that's nearly every
Going
day.
to
All that I heard is I'm going to poop.
I said I'm going to a poop ditch.
Oh, okay. All right. That's okay. I'm just not going to sit with you while you poop. We're friends.
No.
We're just not quite that close.
Not that close. You'll come look at other people's poop with me.
All right. I don't mind other people's poop.
Okay.
As long as we don't have to watch them poo. We're good. We're good.
No, you're good.
What happened? You got a poo backup?
No, my superintendent that runs this place is in class for the next 2 days, so.
Oh. Well, we're not saying anything wrong, Lori. Oh, okay. So you guys are the 30th. I think Jen and Wiley are Tuesday. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jen, if you're still here. But I think Jen is the 30th. No. Black's Tropical is the 30th. Jen and Wiley, I think, are this weekend or next Tuesday. got my calendar out. And yeah, I think Tim's doing one.
Yeah, we lost him.
Bye, Mike. Yeah, and I think Tim's doing one of those in there, and I'd heard another couple channels, but I just can't commit because I have council Tuesdays, so a couple Tuesdays I'm off, and I'd love to host it, but I'd have to pick and choose, and who am I? If I can't play by everybody else's rules, I just won't play. I'll just sit in the background, and most of the channels I mod for anyway, so I'd rather mod anyways. I have my 2 days of my live streams, and that's all good. Give lots of other people more time on the screen. Oh, sorry, buddy. It's coming up. There you go. Just waiting for Mike to. Oh. Hopefully you meant to park there. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm just riding around.
So is this like a facility of yours, or
This is a community. We've got 1,700 homes in here.
Okay.
So I figured you'd rather look at the beautiful fall scenery than my face while I drive.
Well, it's something different. Absolutely.
So me and Sarah are going to talk about it this evening.
Uh-oh.
But I don't know if it'll be Saturday, Monday, or the following Saturday, but we may be doing another interview.
Fun.
So
Hopefully it's better than our interview with you. We stunk at that one.
oh no, you did not stink at that one at all.
I didn't like the outcome.
No.
Joe said it looks like Mike's driving on the wrong side of the road.
This
He
is a
probably
boulevard.
is.
It's a divided highway.
That's all right. The cars are going the other way, so he's doing something right. Was that a poo pond ahead of you?
No, this neighborhood's got 17 lakes in it.
17 lakes in it. Wow.
And I don't have time to go fishing.
I was going to say, is there any fish in these 17 lakes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not good, Rebecca.
No, we're talking about interviewing someone. They reached out and would like to be interviewed by us, and so we've just got to work, discuss it and work all the details out and stuff. And
I don't know. I think that's weird whenever people ask to be interviewed. That's all.
That's why I said it's a maybe. We've got to discuss it,
Yeah. It
you
just
know, and
like I've got 2 interviews coming up. I just like before the interviews even started, I had asked this one channel, and between the 2 of us, it's near impossible. But what I may do is StreamYard gives me the option of
to pre-record it.
pre-record it. So I may pre-record it and have like a premiere of it with both channels in to answer questions. And yeah, it's one of those things that everybody's life is just so busy, and I'm trying to get my other that I was talking about last week. I'm trying to get it all sorted and ready to go, but it's going to take a long time because those are specific niche things that I'm talking about, and it's, not everybody can talk about addiction.
Right.
You know, and does it have anything to do with mental health, or like, is it 2 separate things? Stuff like that. And then I've reached out to a couple people about PTSD, and how it's from, I don't want to say that there's different levels, but some people can manage differently, we'll say. I just don't want to say anything wrong. You know what I mean? There's some folks that seem to manage all right with it, and then there's folks like Rob, who was 37 years in being a firefighter and paramedic. He saw a lot of stuff in those years that that's why he was medically retired. But Little Southern Brothers, hey Donna. And I see not far behind, you're followed by Tom. G'day, Pa. How are things in the big hills of Tennessee? And tell me, old Landon and Connor are okay, because Landon commented here that Connor was taking him for a drive through the bush, and we haven't heard from him since. So
There you go.
Not sure about that. Oh, look at that. Now, whenever you hear us talk about poo ponds, that's a pond.
Yeah, it's 320 foot. It's an aeration ditch, so it's got little spinners that put air in it and keep everything going.
Yes, that would be very traumatic, Shelley.
What's that?
They diagnosed her with PTSD after the death of her son.
Ooh.
That's a parent's worst nightmare right there.
You know, that's a topic that I deal with, on a daily basis myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very tough at first, but with the right tools and the right people and the right support systems, it's something that can become easier to handle, easier to cope with. it never goes away, but it does and can become easier.
Mm. Yeah. Honestly, that would be that's my only fear as a father. The rest can be dealt with.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow. I just, you know, now,
Like, I don't know that I could handle losing my wife or my son. Those would be the two hardest things for me to do, to deal with, or to handle.
yeah,
But yeah, everything else is manageable in some shape, form, or fashion.
yeah. So that water that is exiting, Mike, is probably 10 times cleaner than the lake where the fish are swimming just down the road.
Yeah, this actually goes right into a river.
Well, and it's probably cleaner than the water that's in there.
It is.
Hey, Isaac, what's going on there, big guy?
Yeah, here, let me see if I can show you. You probably saw it a minute ago when I was looking, but you saw what was in that channel.
Yeah,
Let's see. And that's what's leaving. You can see the rocks at the bottom of it.
yeah. There's no sediment there, no buildup, no nothing. That's and a lot of people here complain, you know, well, they're just putting that water in the ditch and that just came out of the toilet, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, if you don't know the process, please
Yeah,
learn the process before you speak.
yeah,
Hmm.
there's a lot of biological and bacterial processes that happen before it hits the water again.
Yeah, that's funny. Dawn is saying hello to her family online. The boys are probably up in the bush and she's at home. Yeah, Shelly. It, yeah, I just honestly can't even imagine. Honest, honestly, couldn't wrap my head around that one. So, do you have somebody on site there, Mike, or does he travel around?
At this site, let me plug my phone in. At this site, I've got 4 full-time employees.
Okay, including the supervisor.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Chloe. We have the whole Baldwin family. Well,
I
you know,
can't wait till tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
why?
Tomorrow I get to wear my jeans, which means I get to wear a shirt that I got in the mail.
Cool. I like shirts in the mail. I got a shirt in the mail today, too. Look it.
I saw that.
Garden State. Whoop. Wrong way. Garden State Gardener. Sunday fun day.
So I got your shirt that I will wear on Friday,
Excuse me.
and then
Yep.
I got a shirt in the mail yesterday that I will wear on Saturday.
Cool. Oh,
And it will be worn just for the live because I'm not going to go work in it.
I think I know whose it is.
You were in there live last night.
Yes. Yes. That's what I'm going to save for is the one Mike has on right now. I love that shirt. Oh, you're in town, Isaac, or is everybody gone every which way? Absolutely, Margie. Grief is like carrying around a large, very heavy stone. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're being awful bossy there, little Chloe. Now I know who's running the whole joint. Mama had us fooled. Either that or she's training Chloe well. Careful, Pa.
We'll go with that one.
Now I know why Pa was building that other shack out beside the sawmill. You're gonna see a couple beds in there, a few couches. That's gonna be the boys' doghouse.
So the other day, me and Jacob went down to the shop. We was straightening some stuff up. We was bringing the generator down to the house because
Bye, Joe.
we didn't do that last year, and lo and behold, we needed it.
Yeah.
So we had brought it down. We picked it up, and it was just like whoop, right into the back of the truck. No issues whatsoever. And I told Jacob, I said, one of two things: either that generator has gotten lighter, or we gotten stronger. And he goes, "We're gonna go with we got stronger. It
You
sounds
getting
better."
buff, Chris?
No, I'm just fat.
Be safe out there, Tommy. Isaac, you keep Pa under control out there in the bush. And don't be picking on your sister, or she'll have to come and show you how to do your job better.
I kind of liked, the generator got lighter, but
It's just Jacob got stronger and he lifted most of it.
no, it was empty. It didn't have no fuel in it, so it was a whole lot lighter.
Well, there's that too. Those you oh, I'm only speaking the truth, Chloe.
Because
Like I
usually
always
every
taught,
time we go to lift that sucker, it's full of fuel, and it's a whole lot heavier when it's
How
full
many
of fuel.
gallons does it hold?
how many gallons does it hold?
5.
All right, so you got like
But
extra,
it's
25 pounds?
yeah, but it's the way it's spread out. It's the way that there's not really a good way to hold on to it.
Yeah.
In order to lift it straight up into the truck, and my truck sits so high.
Mm.
So if
Margie,
you
that's the
grab
little
it
Southern
just from the
Brothers.
top rails, then you're lifting solely with your arms to try to get it up high enough into the tailgate, onto the tailgate. So it's just it's awkward, which makes it seem a whole lot heavier than it probably really is.
Yep.
Yeah. So Margie, the Baldwins, that's Donna and Tom and Landon, Isaac, Connor, and Chloe. That's little Southern Brothers. Yep. And Chloe, that's the way I taught my daughters. You want it done right, you get a girl to do it.
Do it yourself.
Or do it yourself. Absolutely. But, you give Chloe, if they're in the house, Chloe won't even, she's so shy, she won't look at the camera. But you put her in the 2.5 with a camera.
She'll show you how to drive it.
And she shows you how to drive it, and she never closes her mouth the entire time. Oh, I got a kick out of that video. It was great. Absolutely, Marge. That's right. No, it's all good. That is that's the family from the hills of Tennessee.
You guys missed a really good live yesterday with Alicia.
Oh, I was having one of those. What was that, Mike?
Every live Alicia does cracks me up.
I don't think she was feeling very well yesterday either.
No, she wasn't. That's why it was cut short. But yesterday, for the longest time, I was the only guy in there. And so she, at one point, she was like, "All right, gals." And I was like, "Ooh, yay. I've become one of the girls.
You're like,
Not
this
I'm
one,
just
yet.
one of the gals now." And she kind of giggled and she was like, "Well, Chris, if you lose weight and your boobs first too when you start to lose weight, then
oh,
yes, you're one of the gals." And I was like, "I do. I went from a C cup to a B cup. I'm doing good." she, she about lost it.
You should just see. Did you mean to say that I should see you drive the skidder, Chloe? Yes. There we go. Where is my ranch, Scott? What are you talking about, Isaac? You been eating too much glue this afternoon?
oh, buddy.
Don't
Oh,
sniff the
I love that kid.
markers. Don't sniff the markers.
Yeah, well, if they didn't want you to, if they did not want you to sniff markers, they wouldn't make like fruit scented markers that they give to kindergartners.
True. True.
Red Road Homestead. Hello, how are you? Drive safe.
All right, now that I'm at a stop sign, let me turn my volume up so I can actually hear you.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Actually, we can hear you a little bit better too.
can you?
Yeah.
I don't know where my headset went. I lost it somewhere, so I apologize.
Oh, is that what he wants? Is a wrench? He put rat. I don't think you can give him a wrench, can you? There, quit your whining.
I thought he was looking for some condiments for lunch because I'm getting kind of hungry.
Well, that's it. I didn't know if he wanted me to buy him a ranch, or I'm like, I wasn't sure where he was going with that.
Well, you said
Isaac,
ranch, and I
type
was like,
something.
I was thinking I'd seen a video and I'd sent it to Sarah. This guy goes around and finds like these really amazing deals and stuff on land. And he run across a 200-acre ranch in Texas for $70,000.
What? Must be in the desert.
And when they popped up the map to show kind of where roughly it was, I was like, I said, I wish we could find something like that around here. It's like I wouldn't buy that one for 70,000, and I know why it's 70,000, and it's because it's pretty close to the border.
Right on the border, yep.
It's kind of deserty. There's not really a whole lot out there. There is electric and stuff like that on it, but it's just nothing but deserty.
You really couldn't keep anything there because you'd have the border patrol running across your property all the time. And like, yeah, it would.
That and the fact, like, if you try to raise cattle on it, like, typically it's like 2 acres per full-size head of cattle, but you get out in that area, you're looking at like 20 acres per head. Because it just doesn't have the life support.
Yeah.
So
probably cost you a mint to drill a well too.
Yeah, probably. The Corrientes, those do really, really well in that type of environment. Because I mean they're a Mexican breed, And so they eat a lot of like the brushier kind of stuff as well, unlike your Herefords and your Anguses and stuff like that. So
Highland, come
yeah,
on.
they work better. You know, they do really well in areas like that. So
Yeah.
because
Well,
they'll
you're
eat
gonna
all that
see.
natural vegetation that's there already.
Yeah. I want to see what Chad does with his. Now that he's got Highland, hopefully he's tried the beef before. It does have a different taste to it, but that's why you cross it with Angus bull.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get beautiful tasting marbly meat. It's still good. It's still recognized by the Heart Institute as a good red meat. Yeah, we tend to enjoy it more because it really doesn't matter what. It really doesn't matter what steak I cook. Debbie uses A1 sauce. She always has. I know.
I only use A1 sauce if I got a poorly made steak.
Well,
If
Scott,
I just
like if there's no taste, that it wasn't seasoned properly, you know, just to give it a little bit of flavor.
the only thing I use A1 for is to put in hamburger to make homemade hamburgers. That's it.
when I first met Chelsea, she ate all of her steaks well done and dipped them in ketchup. And I said, we got to fix this right now.
Why would you? That's just a waste of money. Oh my goodness.
I knew somebody who it didn't matter what the meat was or how it was made, they dipped it all in ketchup.
Yeah.
And we had made a pot roast one time and they were over and they put ketchup on their pot roast. And I'm like, dude, you just ruined a perfectly good pot roast.
I hate pot roast.
I just, yeah. And who said, so Shelly, I'm not sure if what Chad got, I kind of fell asleep halfway through the show, so I'll have to go back and watch. But if he is actually going to do 100% Highland, hopefully he's tried it, because a lot of people don't like the taste. I love it personally, but it's a lot of people don't like it.
They don't have the fat, really the fat marbly content like your Angus's and your, so
It's
they're
got zero.
yeah,
Very, very,
it's
very, very
very
little.
very little fat.
Yeah.
And it's the same with like your Corrientes, your Longhorns. They're those hardier cows that they they're a lot leaner than those that are designed to hold a good fat content.
That's like
So you're going to get a different flavor for sure.
What's that, Mike?
our Dexters are real lean.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, they're tasty. They're
I
really lean.
didn't know Dexter's were a lean meat as well. So what I'm gonna do this time, whenever I put Penelope in freezer camp, I'm going to take and I'm gonna put probably 20% pork fat
Mm-hmm.
in it. That way there, it's going to give my hamburger a very unique taste. It's going to give me the fat I need.
Be right back.
All right, buddy. It's going to give me the fat that I want, and it's going to grill up just beautifully, especially for, because you're going to have the pork taste to it as well. So it'd be really good for like shepherd's pie, meatloaf, hamburgers. So I'm
You
going to
won't
take a
you
load of
won't get as
steaks.
much of the pork flavor as you think.
What's that?
You won't get as much of the pork as you think. That pork taste.
Oh, don't worry. There'll be pork go in it too. But
I mean,
like
if you
just
use just the pork fat to give it that extra fat content,
whenever we're trimming our
then
pork, we're not really careful, so there'll be some meat as nice.
yeah,
Let
we
me
can't hear a
unmute
word
you.
because you have to unmute.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no telling what's in that package. I have no idea what Casey sent from Ormsby.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Casey.
Yeah, we'll
Oh
see.
no.
I'm not opening it. I'm gonna let Chelsea do it. She probably knows.
Yeah. Well, that's not big enough to be your moo.
No, it's I feel two cylinders. Like I don't know if it's a candle or some whatever. I know he makes a lot of stuff, so
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I know he's been pushing this whole thing, so
Yeah, it's not my moo-moos. It's two circular containers in there.
oh, maybe two candles?
Might be.
Because I believe he's making candles now.
You know what? That would make sense because Chelsea asked me what scent I would like, and I think one of them was like gunpowder in the morning or something like that.
Yes, that was on Yogi's, on Lisa's, was it Friday night or Monday? Anyways, that they were talking about that. And because Lisa's also getting into candle making.
yeah, she got a really good deal on that candle setup.
Absolutely. Yeah, see, Shelly, it's normally you take the Highland cows and introduce a bull of a different species. That way there you can regulate your herds. Like you're going to see how docile Barney, our bull, is. He's like a big baby. Like he was, I don't know too many people that walk up to their bull and start playing with his nose. Well, that's what we were doing yesterday. And he loves it. He was eating right out of Rob's hand. So, but again, they're a large, unpredictable animal. You have to ensure you have a way to get out and never get between him and his ladies.
Man, our bull that we had on our place for a while, he was he's probably he was anywhere between 2,000 and 2,500 pounds.
That's what
Hertford.
Barney is. He's about 18 to 2,200. Like he's a big boy.
I mean, he's a Hereford, and he
That's big for a Hereford.
he was a big boy, and he did not get in a hurry over anything. Like he just moseyed everywhere. Like he would lay down, I would go and lay on top of him, pet on him, love on. I mean, he was just an all-around great bull.
I think because we interact with them, and he's got docile genes.
Yeah.
So
when we were on the big farm out in the western part of the state, there we had him, and then we had another bull out there that it actually belonged to the neighbor, but it came over and never left. And like that one, you could never really get up on. He stayed out there a ways, you know. He was a good bull, but he wasn't. But just down the road, that's where uh, they raised bucking bulls.
Oh, yeah.
Well, their bucking bulls would get out every now and again and come over into our pasture. And if I was ever in that pasture feeding or doing anything, getting cattle counts, whatever, checking calves, whatever I was out there doing, if one of those bucking bulls got out and was in that pasture, that Hertford and that other bull would stand between him and me, between whether I was in the truck or out of the truck. And if that
Okay.
bucking bull started to move my way, they would both keep that one from getting anywhere near me. I was like, well, y'all are doing your job. Thanks.
Absolutely. But they get to know who brings them treats, who loves on them, who protects them.
And they protect back.
That's it. If you want to treat your animals like garbage, they're going to turn on you. And you're not even, and like Darren said, his wife learned, the biggest lesson: never get between, always use the baby as a shield. Like whenever his Highland turned around and horned her, like, it was, she admitted it right away. It was something that you never ever do. You just get too complacent, and it's something as simple as, guiding a teat to the baby.
Mm-hmm.
She knew the baby was on the other side, and she didn't want anybody taking her baby's milk, so she horned.
Keep that calf between you and mama.
Absolutely. I'm just seeing what our numbers are at, Mike. We've all grown.
So I got a message, and I'm only saying this because it's not on my channel because they apparently watch us now. But I got a message the other day. Somebody's like, "Hey, I was wondering if y'all sell milk," and I was like, "We do," and they're like, "I think we're neighbors. We live at this location." Gave their address, and they're like 10 minutes down the road. And I'm like, "Okay, we never specifically say what town we're in."
Yeah.
Every specific sound we're in or anything, and I'm like, this is kind of odd, but yes, we are kind of neighbors. Yeah, we sell milk. Would you like to come get some? He goes, yeah, I'll be over tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Okay. I said, yes, it is. And I said, would you like our address? He goes, no, I know exactly where you live. And I'm like, this is kind of creepy. Not in a, like, I've never met this person from Adam. I've never interacted with them on Facebook or anything else like that, and just for them to be like, hey, I know exactly where you live, I'll be there at 6 o'clock to pick up milk. I'm like, all right, kind of odd. So when he got to the house, I asked him, I'm like, how do you know exactly where we live? He's like, oh, your house is just extremely recognizable. We've ridden by it 100 times, and I happened to stumble across your channel on YouTube. Now I know your channel name and knew how to reach out to you. He goes, I've bags. They seem like very good people. It's just I don't know. That was kind of odd. Was not a big fan.
Yeah, no, that's a little creepy.
Like even if I knew where somebody lived, I'd be like, oh yeah, can you please send me the address? I don't know, just to make them feel a little better. You know what I mean? Like, just be like, nope, I know exactly where you're at. I'm like, ah.
Yeah. So, and that's fine and dandy. He, maybe he knows, but yeah, no, yeah, there's some strange folks. That's poor etiquette, really. To my, to me, anyways.
I had to pull my earbud out so I could hear that gentleman, but I missed what was being said.
I was just saying that
Oh,
somebody
just
on Facebook asking for some milk, and I went to give them my address, and they're like, oh no, I know exactly where you live. Found you on YouTube, but they know exactly where we live. It's a little unsettling.
What?
hopefully you answered the door with your friend on your side.
Oh, it was on my side the whole time. It always is.
Yeah. So LG just said Mike has his own personal stalker.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Laura, glad to see you back. And if ever anybody else would like to come up, feel free. We're shooting the poo on a Thursday afternoon. We're procrastinating. That's it. Chris, I'm sure is jealous. He always wanted his own personal stalker. Well, he did have a stalker, and then he got like all creeped out and went and got like extra friends to be around him.
You dang Skippy, I did.
Yeah, actually, it's everybody's Facebook or everybody's YouTube just kind of went blip. I just had to reset my phone too, Margie. But go ahead, jump back. And Lori wants to know that if you gave me a haircut.
No, I got to give myself one though.
I was gonna say you're starting to look like a hippie. Speaking of blipping, there we go.
You just went.
Yeah, everything just went black on my end, but now it's back up.
That's what it was doing
Laura,
to me. But I was having a hard time with my internet connection on Monday.
Oh, I know. There you go, Laura.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
I've never had that many issues with my Wi-Fi signal into my office.
Well, it was supposed to be Canada that got hit so hard with the the space junk. And from what I've seen, there's been very little here, but there's been a lot of issues down on your end.
Yeah.
So hey, Laura.
Hi.
So yeah, I just maybe it missed us and hit you guys. I don't know, but I was quite surprised. But YouTube's also been. I think they may have, touch wood, figured out the whole backdoor thing. Watch your door. Your brother's going to open the door.
How you doing, Chris?
I am doing good.
Good. That's good.
Hey, buddy.
Getting up early to check on goats.
Yeah.
Oh, is she back out or still in the house?
We finally kicked them outside. So every morning I get up, get around, start my truck, and then walk out there to make sure she's doing okay and no shivers and
That's
she's staying
good.
plenty warm. So
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. How was the light that you put in the chicken coop? Is it enough to keep them?
man, I got a 250-watt heat lamp, and it's one of the white ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's doing good. I'll probably end up trading. I'll probably end up swapping it out with the red bulb instead. Um, just
Easier
because
for them to sleep.
it's putting a little too much light. So I've got another red bulb, so I'll swap it out.
Were your chickens not?
The n- Not
Um,
really. They're not laying very well right now, but
Are they molting?
well,
yeah, I
you'll
think
see.
part of the problem is that I'd watched a channel the other day, and she was saying that a lot of times, like the when you get feed, laying feed from like the feed store,
Mm-hmm.
it's more, it's produced more for commercial. It's a commercial grade feed,
You working this week?
and so they're not getting all the nutrients that they need
Mm-hmm.
because they're only, when you do it commercially,
So you're
they're
staying
only
away this
laying
weekend?
for, 18 months roughly, and then they're done.
Right.
So for the backyard layers, you need to add, more calcium, uh, more minerals and stuff like that if you're going to have them for longer periods of time.
Yeah.
Oh, I stole one.
So I'm going to have to look in to get, because I already put oyster shell in there to give them that extra calcium.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I know.
Yeah. You can add some peas and some.
so I
Yeah.
need to add like sunflower, that black
oysters
sunflower
are there,
too.
seeds and
They're good.
mealworms and stuff like
Mhm.
that to build up their protein.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what mine are lacking right now because they're losing their feathers and they're not really coming back in.
Right. So they need more protein.
So they need more
Yeah.
protein. So
Yeah. Yeah. I always I do the sunflower seeds, and during the winter when it starts to get cold, I add like frozen peas, or I just warm them up and throw some peas out there. That really helps too. Um, so and mealworms, of course, for extra protein. But mine are free range. Do you free range yours at all?
some we'll let them out every once in a while. We'll let them out. But my wife just when she cleaned out the chicken run the other day
Mm-hmm.
and put straw in, she actually took a scoop of our sweet feed,
Mm-hmm.
which has got a high protein, high fat content in it, because that's what we feed our pig and stuff.
Yeah.
And so she took a scoop of that and kind of spread out throughout there as well.
You got to watch with too much corn. A lot of the sweet feeds have a lot of corn in it, and that will
Yeah.
actually make your chickens lay less.
Yeah,
So,
there's not, that was the first and only time we've ever put
okay.
sweet feed out for them
Yeah.
because I don't like to give them a whole lot of corn.
Right. Yeah, you don't need that in your eggs either for you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Because I know we're not even putting anything in the chicken coop up here yet, and we're well below zero.
Mm.
Now we have the two roosters take about 7 or 8 girls and they pack into a corner. And then we
That's the
have
way they've
one
been doing.
chicken that sits up in the rafters, only one. But she's an old hen and she likes to monitor everything, and she's literally as high as it'll go.
Right. So
And
she's
then
the boss.
then yeah, the rest are all over the roofs, whatever. But yeah, they don't until it gets about 0 Fahrenheit. They don't put.
I'm actually getting ready to unplug the heat lamp that's out there for the chickens because I don't need it in there right now.
How old are your chickens?
We've had them 2 years now, I think.
Oh, they don't need that.
Yeah.
They might be so used to keeping it, having it though, that they might hate you for a little bit, but they don't need it.
No,
Yeah.
it's only been in there it's only been in for a couple of days.
I was
So,
going to
I mean,
say, you just did it on the weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, I just put it in over the weekend just to make sure that where I had it positioned and everything was going to be good, and stuff, so that they weren't getting into it. Because actually, I have a roof on my run, and so I run the extension cord up the roof of the run, and then drilled the hole through the very, very top of the actual coop, because my coop sets about 2 feet higher than the roof of my run.
Right.
So I drilled a hole in the top and run it through and hung it up, and I've wanted to just let it go for a little bit to kind of see if I need to move it, and just kind of go from there. But everything seems to be working fine. They've not knocked it down. They can't get to the cord unless they fly up there anyway. So
Right. So what was your
And-
purpose for putting it up there? For heat or for light?
so we were supposed to get below freezing
Oh.
temperatures for the next few days, and so I put it in there to try to keep their water from freezing. Because
Yeah.
last year I had a really hard time with the water freezing.
Right. I just put it in a bowl instead of putting it in their waterer, and just dumped it out every day, and that gave them enough water. And I mean, we had a nice winter blast where we had, for Oregon, 2 feet of snow is pretty bad here, but it was cold, And my chickens, I never put a heat lamp in there for them. I just kind of kept the wind off them. So I put a couple boards around to keep the wind off of them.
That's during that Arctic blast, we put up a bunch of hay bales around our coops. That way we kept the wind off of it. But other than that, that's all they got.
Yeah.
It was just during that blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, our water froze so bad, like we were having some trouble last year with our well running dry, and it should never run dry,
right,
because we're so deep. And when they put those chicken farms in, everybody around us was having trouble. And so we tried not to use, we try to not use as much water in the winter time. So I keep their water full. That way I don't have to fill it up but once a week. And it froze. I mean, it froze solid.
I think just
the stock tank froze solid.
Yeah.
Well, and let's face it, I think a lot of people are going to be gun shy this year, and hopefully they're going to be smart, knowing that we've got, especially you guys, so many shortages on everything.
Yeah. We just wanted to be prepared if we needed it. And if we didn't, then we didn't. But we wanted to be prepared and have it all in place. That way, if it did, that way if it did need it, then we had it already there. and we weren't
Yeah.
trying to install everything in the frigid temperatures.
Right.
And there's, you look at how many burn fires there was down there. Like, my goodness, if you have livestock, you've always got to put your electrical up high. You cannot run it on the ground. They're
Right.
going to eat it.
Yep.
Yep.
Number one, you're either going to kill whatever gets juiced
Right.
whenever they bite through the positive, or you're going to cause a fire. And there was
Exactly.
how many fires down there? Like,
Oh, I know.
every time I was listening to a live, they were talking about a neighbor that barn burnt down. Like, two of them, they had a barbecue going inside their barn and it tipped over.
Yeah. Even if our heat lamp in the chicken coop was to fall, it would not even come close to the floor.
Right.
Well, and a 250 watt light bulb is not going to light anything on fire.
Right.
It will make it very hot, but it won't light it on fire.
Yeah.
And if it's that cold, you should be checking on your animals every few hours to start with.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So, I
So
just,
you might as well just change the water,
Yeah.
every time you're out there. Yeah.
like, we're a
I'm
little
lazy.
more severe at our end
Hmm.
because we'll get 4 feet of snow and, minus 40-degree temperatures for 3 weeks a month.
Yeah.
But that is a deep freeze.
Yeah.
Like,
I
know.
got yelled at the other day because I was like, I want 4 feet of snow and like 30 below for like, I don't know, 8 weeks or so.
it would shut down the entire state.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is when the infrastructure
Yeah,
is ready for that, it shuts everything down. Yeah.
I
it
like
would.
whenever New York City gets snow, they have to put snow plows on the front of the dump trucks.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Mhm.
Or they're garbage trucks.
Yeah.
Like,
I know
I
when
never
we
even heard anything
when we moved
like
here.
that until that. What did they get hit? Maybe 2 years ago, they got hit with a whole bunch of snow, and it's like,
Mhm.
that's a garbage truck with a plow on it.
Yeah.
But, they have to do what they got to do.
I mean,
When
it's
we moved here from Canada, I was 9 years old, and the schools were shut down, and they had like an inch and a half of snow, and I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever because I mean,
Mhm.
there would be feet of snow at home. We'd be playing outside on the playground. It's like,
Yeah.
here, like, oh my goodness.
Now, Darren from Thorhaven,
Yeah.
where they are, they get a heck of a lot more snow than what we do.
Yeah.
Or at least if he's in the same spot that I think he is roughly,
Yeah.
they usually get double what we do.
Right.
We had a
And-
superintendent when I was in school. He was like, if I can make it to school, so can everybody else.
See, they
The thing
up
was
here,
is that he lived across the street from the school and walked.
Yeah.
And that got shut down real quick when one year it really wasn't bad, but a lot of the we had a lot of country roads
Mhm.
that didn't get anything. And we had 5 school buses in wrecks in one morning on county roads.
oh,
And they were like, yeah, we can't make it. And he's like, but yes, you can. I made it just fine. They're like, okay, we've got 5 school buses that are in wrecks right now
Right.
on county roads because they've slid off the road. They don't. And of course, he was from an area that they took it was mainly city stuff, and he wasn't used to the fact that they don't take care of the county roads like they did the city roads.
Right.
and that's it. A county road, they only have to have plowed 12 hours, at least the schedule here in Canada, on a Class C road we only have to have it plowed 12 hours after a storm.
Wow.
And that's like right across the board. But the issue now is the insurance companies are now making the call if the buses are going to go on the road or not. Yes, it's kind of up to the principals, but the insurance companies are making that call more and more, simply for the fact that, you know, whenever I was a kid, 2 feet of snow, we still went.
Yeah.
I can remember in grade 6, we all had to jump out of the bus and push her out of the bush. She she sunk the bus into the ditch, and there's a whole bunch of,
Right.
primary school kids out pushing a bus, and we did it. We got her out of the ditch, but how safe was that?
Yeah.
Right.
I know. Safety wasn't as considered back then.
Well, yes, it was a
Yeah.
total different time, but
Yeah.
it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think Mike gave you a thumbs down, Scott.
I
I
haven't.
wasn't
No such
here
thing.
a little while ago. I don't care.
Wasn't me this time. You'll get it later.
Yeah, thank you. Again, it doesn't bother me.
Right. And you can't let it, right? I mean, because,
Well, and it means the exact same thing.
yeah.
And I've come to find out that if you have a few like thumbs down, people click on it to see why it was bad.
Why
Right.
it was bad.
Right.
So it's actually a win-win. And squirrel magnet fishing. Hello. Nice
I
to see you made it.
Look what came in the mail.
Huh?
Oh, cool.
I finally got a merch shirt. Nice hoodie.
Nice.
Oh, that's yours.
Yeah.
Vision.
I was on
merch
I'm
shirt.
I'm
That's
on my
cool, Mike.
way to go get feed, and Chelsea called me. I was probably about 2 minutes from the house, and she goes, "Hey, your sweater came in." So I immediately turned around and said, "I'm gonna rep that while I'm in the city. Might as well get something out of it while I'm buying feed."
Represent, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Jesus loving homesteader, I'm from Texas, so that this is all foreign to me. Oh, it's Nathan. And yeah, well, just look what happened last year with Texas and snow, and we had a couple football players that play professionally here in the team close to my place that live in Texas. And they were down there because of the hokey pokey, and like they were putting pictures on their Facebooks, and it was nasty.
Yeah.
Folks just didn't know how to handle it. Like putting the industrial heaters hooked directly up to their propane tank with no ventilation in their homes, and wondering why people were dying.
Yeah.
It's like common sense, people. But I guess, whenever you really can't judge, people are trying to keep their families warm. They were trying to do what they thought was
right.
good. And, maybe they never either went through class to learn about carbon monoxide, or I don't know, but
or something.
It just, I just don't,
Yeah.
it's one of the basic things, and they were saying it all over the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just bought a new carbon monoxide.
What's that?
We just bought a new carbon monoxide detector for our house.
Yeah.
I have one upstairs, and I've got one in my furnace room, and I have one downstairs. I've got a total of 3 in the house.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's I'm worried about how much food we can take with us when we move. So we're
what are we having for lunch, Michael?
I'm about to get off here because I'm about to stuff my face full of Taco Bell.
Oh, Taco Bell! Wow, you're gonna fill some of those ponds you were just looking at.
I'm in town. I get to splurge a little.
Wow,
Splurge, huh?
wow, that Taco Bell is, if you're gonna call that a splurge,
Yep.
it'd be a
Yeah.
splash, not a splurge.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, but I'm gonna hop off here so I can eat and gonna go get some feed, and I'll keep watching you though.
All right, buddy.
All right, appreciate y'all.
Bye,
All right,
Mike.
take care.
Bye, Mike. That's like I've
I
got to
know.
go back to the feed store today. I went yesterday and I got to go back today because instead of giving me goat feed,
Mm-hmm.
dairy goat feed, they gave me mineral supplement.
Oop.
And I'm like, which,
It might be okay, but
yeah, but not two like 2 bags full of mineral.
Right.
no.
So I think I'm going to hold on to the 1 bag and mix it in. Go ahead and mix it in.
Mm-hmm.
But I need my 2 bags of feed,
Right.
especially having that baby. She could use all the minerals and stuff that
That's what
mama
I
can
was
get.
just. That's what I was just thinking. If you mix that in, would probably be good to keep her very healthy while she's nursing, and
Yeah.
and yeah, that's it, Nathan. You're a country boy, and you knew how to keep your family warm without killing them.
Yep.
Which we did name her, if y'all didn't catch that,
No,
with our. So we were,
did you do a
we
video?
had asked everybody in our live
Yeah.
to name her, and we took Axie and Boo, so we named her Axie Boo.
Axie Boo.
Yeah.
Cute. Axie Boo.
Well, did you do a video? Like, because I knew
No.
you were given a whole bunch of names, but I never did hear. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss a video.
So we got the scoop.
No, we didn't do a video on it, but we did. We mentioned it in the live, but because there was so many glitches and stuff taking place, I didn't know if anybody caught it or not.
Right.
Yeah. So, have you noticed, Laura, that you haven't seen your friend since he invaded your channel the other day?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since.
Right. But I happen to know a few things about that, but
Oh,
I know that let's just say the feds were after him
Ooh.
because he invaded a channel of an agent, let's just say. And
he what? Sorry, again, my
he
volume's.
invaded a channel of an ex-agent, and they don't like that very much, and so they went after him. So I don't know if they got him or if he's on the run, but they know his name, they know where he lives, they know everything. So, yeah.
Well,
So
maybe he is shut down then.
yeah.
And
Hopefully.
and I still believe that we know who it is. It's just
Right.
I think it's the same as what Courtney told us, but
Yep.
and I've only seen that person once.
Right. I've seen that person pretty recently.
Yesterday in Jen and Wiley's live.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's been talking about moving. So, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yep. He got in my channel a couple times. So,
Yeah. You're never late, Tim. You're always on time. Lori, we
That
will
is
speak
just
in code,
stupid.
but we will shoot me a message after, Lori. I will put it in. I will give you everything after.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to bring that up. And
I just don't, there's 19 people in here. I just don't know who's in here.
right. And you don't know who's hanging back, and you don't know.
That's right. And
Yeah.
that's what he tends to do.
Yeah. So.
And there's 2 aliases because I've caught them.
Right.
Come in under one and not 2 minutes later back under all the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, Mike Henderson. Sorry, I've got to use last names with Mike because every second channel is a Mike.
It is nowadays, isn't it?
It does seem to be.
Mike, Matt, or Chris.
Yeah. My husband's is Chris too, and so it's like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's like
I
in
love that Robert kicked him and banned him off his channel yesterday.
Oh
or
yeah.
whenever you were live. I just about died.
He
I
wasn't
didn't want
so
to type in that it was your husband
Right.
whenever he was started, and then you went and did something, and then I see he's gone, and Robert's like, I looked after it. I'm like, oh no, what did you do? That's Laura's husband.
And he had investigated that wording. I won't say it in your channel just in case he's not right. That wording, and he said it's only the song, the rap song, that they're banning, not the actual words. And so he's kind of a rebel in that way. And so if you ever watch our Sunday lives, he's kind of,
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And
I laughed at it. He's like,
and
I'm
then
mad. And I'm like,
he felt horrible.
mm-hmm.
Well, you know what?
That's funny.
I've done the same thing on Rustics.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but it was Brandon's sister-in-law or something.
Mm-hmm.
Came in and was going off, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like the way you're speaking.
Yeah.
And Brandon's like, that's my sister-in-law. Sorry. And whenever she came back, he said, well, you know what? My mods don't put up with that.
Right. Right. It's like, honey,
but I thought
they're
it was
just trying to protect. What I told him is, honey, they're just trying to protect our channels. So
that's all he was doing.
Yeah.
That's, let's face it, you can't get any more pure than Robert, right?
Right. Exactly.
But
that's like when I was watching it the other day, and it was had all those talking about all those different gardening tips and stuff like that. You were like, when your husband walked in, you're like, hey, Chris. And I was like, I said, hey, a long time ago.
Just a couple people I got to say hello to. Jesse, hey, buddy. It's all good. I know you're busy. And in another 2.5 weeks, you'll be on all our lives all day. So it's no big deal. And Tony, our cabin in the woods. Hello, buddy.
Hello, guys.
Glad to see you're here. Hopefully you're doing well and you're recovering good. Be out running marathons in no time.
Yeah, we're busy trying to figure everything out. Gardening, housing.
So, are you actually going to move yet this year, or are you going to wait till the spring, or
early next year?
Okay.
Like January.
Oh.
Yeah. So the house is, the last thing we have to do is get the appraiser back. That's already, everything's all been done. And then the people that are buying the house are really pushing for it to be done very quickly. And then we have 2 months after that because we have to find a home for our foster kid. So, yeah.
So, are you going to build a tiny home? Are you going to put up a full-sized house?
We're gonna start probably with a tiny home because we can't afford we have to go there, get jobs, kind of reestablish, and then build a house.
So are you looking at like doing one of these shed conversions like
Uh,
first, just to kind of help you out, or
yeah, well, we looked at Amish cabins, but we're gonna have to build something ourselves because everything is like 4 or 5 months out, and we're gonna be out of here in 2.5 months. So, you know,
unless you could find one that was already built on you know
right?
on one of their sales lots, it'd be the only way, and you're
Yeah.
going to pay such a premium on there. Is it
Hmm.
really worth,
Worth
you
it.
know, like Mike, Big Mike was saying on their live last night, that's what his son does, is he builds burn-dominiums.
Hmm. We've looked at
and
that too.
and
And,
like he said, the markup is ridiculous.
mhm,
Like what they charge you for $20,000 burn-dominium cost, it only costs them 9 grand.
right.
The rest is all markup.
And we have to remove trees anyways to put in our electrical. So
Okay.
we might be using some of our own raw material to just build something. So,
As long as you can dry it, because the
right.
last thing you need is for it to start warping. But if you do, if you're considering putting up another house and just using this one as you could always do what Lumna Acres, what Al and Gina are doing. They're building a tiny home to move into right away,
Hmm.
but then it's going to be like like what they have right now for their goats,
Yeah.
kind of like a workshop kind of deal
Right.
whenever the house gets built.
Right.
So
And we're thinking my stepson is probably going to move out there with us, and so he would like a little house on the property, and so it could turn into his little house. So, if we make
160 acres, I'm sure you can find a little corner where you can go
yeah,
hide.
I think so. We'll stick them somewhere. So, yeah.
Oh, and earlier, I don't know if you saw it, Scott, but we were talking. You were saying something about what Nightbot do or what happened to Tinkerbell.
Hmm.
So I caught it right away as soon as it happened, and so I clicked on view comment, and all Tinkerbell did was ha 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 ha,
Oh,
Spam.
really?
and Nightbot thought it was spam, gave a warning, and then timed them out for 5 seconds. I was like,
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
Like,
Unfortunately, I have to have the settings like that, or it
Hmm.
doesn't help if something happens.
Right.
so I was like, I
I need
was just,
to add
I
my
was throwing out, hey, this just happened, given that heads up that it had taken place. That way, you had seen it and we could,
Yeah.
make sure that Tinkerbell knew that it wasn't anything that they did wrong.
Yeah. No.
That,
Yeah.
it was just those settings and stuff. So,
Yeah. What was it? Yeah. Jesse's good, Lori, but he's not a miracle worker. Lori said, Jesse and Lisa, all that I need you to give me is 376 friends. He's good, but he's not that good.
Yeah.
Now,
I just need around 400.
actually, I pulled all the numbers. So you were all up this week. Mike and them did the biggest jump. They're at 386. I'm at 331. And you jumped up to 157. You were over 160 yesterday whenever I looked. And I was at 140. So they did some purging last night. because I know there's, I got to make sure that the ones that I really got to make sure is, hey, Chloe, if your guys are still in here, make sure everybody is subbed.
Yeah.
I know Isaac is because I gave him a wrench. So
Right.
I had to appease the little fella. Oh, they're good kids.
Yeah.
I enjoy picking on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, it's you don't see kids with the work ethic of every one of those kids very often.
Exactly.
And to see Landon come back from a factory job back into the bush says a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I understand, Lori, that Jesse's Santa. But do we really need to have the talk?
Yeah.
Not everybody that looks like Santa Claus is Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
That's funny.
Who timed who out for 5 minutes? Nightbot shouldn't time anybody out for any more than 5 seconds. That's what I have it set up to do.
Hmm.
Are you sure it wasn't you meant to say 5 seconds, Margie? Because if not, I got to go back in because I purposely have it changed that he can only time somebody out for 5 seconds. And then I have a couple super users
Mm-hmm.
that can do the exact same as what I can on my channel. Oh, okay. She just mistyped. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's a long time.
but yeah, as long as it's 5 seconds, that's all right. It just lets people know that.
They need to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What state is Laura moving to?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. The Smoky Mountain.
The hills of Tennessee Mountain.
Yeah.
Are you going to be the south end, north end, east, west?
Kind of the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because Little Southern Brothers, they're the south end.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind
So
of
then you'd be right around, you'd be closer to Ridge Life, up that end.
Yeah. Well, let's just say an hour and a half from Nashville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just getting ready to say around the Nashville area.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it will be a change. You'll warm up a little bit.
Yep. Just a little.
You'll get more rain than what you do snow.
Yeah.
It ices a lot in the Nashville area.
It ices a lot here though too. I mean, so, because
I think
You're
we're
not
gonna
really
have
trading
more-
one for the other, so that's a good thing.
yeah, it's and the growing zone's actually almost the same. So
Oh, really?
yeah. 8B.
You just have
think
more
it's 8A.
clay there than you do in
Yeah.
the Portland area.
Yeah.
And I like the clay. I really like growing in the clay
Yeah.
because it holds the moisture better.
Yeah. That's good.
Give or take, I put a lot of I try to break up the clay a little bit because especially here, once we get into like the summer heat, it just turns to concrete.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I was
So-
getting ready to say is with the clay, you got to make sure it's tilled really, really good. You got to make sure you stay on top of it to keep it aerated
Mhm.
because once it packs and stays packed,
Yeah.
That's one thing that happened to like our potatoes and our onions and our garlic and stuff
Oh no.
is that it didn't get good and
taken off
Mhm.
before the soil packed in, and
Okay.
it killed it out.
That's why we're gonna
Uh,
start with kind of doing. We're gonna do the cardboard and then the wood chips on top.
mhm.
Yep.
Chickens in there for a while, and or pigs. We'll see. If I don't know when, if and when we'll do pigs. So yeah, we'll start our chickens in there, and so
Pigs are a great tiller to
yeah.
get things going.
Yeah.
We want to
Well,
do
Well,
pigs just because they'll help clear the land if we put them in the bushy areas and they thrive
oh
in
yeah.
that stuff. So yeah,
Our
yeah,
pig
if
did a
you
great job of getting the ground broke up, but I didn't get the tiller in there in time, and it compacted all back down.
yeah,
And we didn't get a garden in this year like we wanted to.
yeah.
So
mm,
now we're in the process now. We've just moved our entire compost pile on top of our garden.
There you go.
hey, babe.
Excess hay and straw that we had, we've thrown on the garden pile. And I think I'm going to get ready to get some cardboard as well.
Yeah,
And I even thought about doing like that gentleman said, spraying a little bit of ammonia down first
right.
and then laying the cardboard down on top of it,
Or you could
kind of
do
wet that down.
a silage tarp. That will help cook it too, and it will help any of that hay that has seed in it. It will kill that too.
Right.
So
So we've got this garden mesh that we put down,
hmm
but we're having issues with the goats getting out, and then they were trampling on it. The cat used it as let's sharpen my claws on this, and ripped it all to shreds. And then the wind caught it and ripped it all up. And
yeah,
I was like, we had to tear it all out.
yeah. It's too bad.
But I'm going to run the mower over it first part of the spring after everything gets done what it needs to do this winter, over the winter, and then I'll run my mower over it real good and knock it down. And if I can, I need to put new blades on my tiller and deepen it,
hmm
get my tiller deeper, because it's not getting deep enough right now.
Right.
So I'm gonna
So
have my neighbor come over with his tractor, and he's got a spring-loaded like rake tiller, is what it's called.
Hmm.
So it doesn't rotate; it's just got tines on it like a rake,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's spring-loaded. So when you drop it into the soil, it compresses those springs when you pull it across, and it really helps break the ground up. And I used it, but I used it with that little E-Series tractor that I was on
hmm
in that one video.
Mhm.
But it's not quite powerful enough to pull it and really break the ground up like it needs to be.
hmm
So we're going to use his tractor because it's a bigger tractor and get the ground really good and broke up. And then I'll hit it with the tiller.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's the only thing I worry about is growing the potatoes and onions and carrots and things like that in that kind of ground, you know. So
Yeah, our carrots didn't do anything.
yeah.
Our broccoli did really poor. Our cauliflower did really poor. Lettuce did amazing. Um, our peppers, like our bell peppers, our jalapenos did really, really
I'm
well.
the only one that
And our
mine did
tomatoes did really,
nothing.
really well. We gave more tomatoes and peppers away than anything. And our squash and zucchinis did really, really good.
Gaze in his room. Sorry.
That's all right.
Debbie just got home. We're just,
But well, Scott, my battery on my phone's at 7%,
well,
so
and we're 3 hours and 10 minutes.
and
so
we're
you know
three
what that
hours and
means.
10 minutes in. So it's time for me to go put my phone on the charger.
And it's time for me to go put myself on the charger
Right.
Yeah.
and get ready for tomorrow's.
There you go.
So we will see all you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, Chris.
Bye, you guys.
So yeah, 3 hours, 10 minutes. We'll shut it down today. And I think we've procrastinated long enough.
Yeah, me too. I got to get a video going.
Well, I've done all the recording at the farm all week. So I've probably got 4 videos that I have to edit yet
Yeah.
today too.
That's awesome, though.
Plus I told the guy for the stickers that I'd do a video for him for, you know, I probably wasn't as nice as I really should have been, but I had just been screwed over twice.
Oh, wow.
And this guy was like, you know, my stuff's vinyl. I have good, you know,
Mhm.
don't worry.
Right.
I do good work.
Right.
And well, I had them literally within really 1 working day.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I ordered them late Thursday night. He proofed them Friday, printed them Friday morning, shipped them Friday afternoon, and I had them by Monday afternoon.
Oh, my goodness. That's awesome.
You can't ask for any better service than that.
No. I
So-
waited 3 weeks for our little stickers.
So, like I say, and this guy ships free in the US and Canada.
Wow. That's
And he's
cool.
given me, I'd have to look, but I think it's 25% off for
Wow.
everybody. And I'm getting nothing out of it. So
Hmm.
everybody gets the discount.
Well, I need
'Cause I
more
know
stickers.
there's-
So maybe I should get the contact information.
Well, I'm going to do a video to I'll probably have it come out Saturday at probably 11.
Okay. Great.
And anyways, I will probably see everybody tomorrow at 1:30.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
See you later, guys. Thanks, Laura.
Bye, Scott.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. Take care, and we will see you tomorrow.